Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 6, I believe, of the now rebranded Super Tasters podcast. Now,
LLC.
I'll go ahead and put it on record. For the sake of our brand, Gabe is a super taster because it's super tasters.
Also,
plural.
just for the sake of the truth as well.
For the sake of, I told him this, but I rewatched the first episode. I might put a little clip here, and he did have a strong reaction to the test strip when he moved it back to the back of his tongue. I don't know if he's got like a weird tongue.
I got a weird tongue.
The front of his tongue is all burnt and singed from hot sauce, and the back of his tongue works a lot better apparently.
It's actually not from hot sauce. It's from food that I'm not willing to let cool.
Yeah.
So it's just all scar tissue.
Pizza burning the roof of his mouth and his tongue that he pulled.
Yeah.
Pizza rolls that he's just biting into as soon as they come out of the oven is just exploding lava.
No chill.
So part of the test is how fast they react and how strongly they react. He did react strongly. It did take him a little bit longer to react than it did for me. But I do remember saying, like, I'll let you interpret your own results, but it seems like you're most likely a super taster. So I know it's a fun little meme. We all like to roast Gabe. And that doesn't have to stop anytime soon. But please, for the sake of our podcast, we are both certified super tasters.
Super tasters, dude.
We want to sell t-shirts. Just give him this. Just give him this little win. So we got a lot of snacks to get into today.
Kind of an unorganized pile, but that's all right.
So we at the Super Tasters podcast, we don't have a high opinion of the barbecue Lay's flavor of potato chips.
It's like episode 2 or episode 3. We went on a little bit of a rant,
and they're pretty mid.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I think we said that it's like it's the last resort before going to like the normal chips.
And even in
like
some
the
circumstances, I would say that the original, just plain potato chip, is better than barbecue Lay's. That's a spicy one. That's something for Gabe to burn his tongue on. But we do have here some honey barbecue, which I believe might be new. I haven't seen them before. And I've been holding on to these. Some sweet southern heat barbecue. So we're going to try both of these and see if there's an improvement.
If it's trying to put barbecue chips on the map for us, because it's not even an option. Like when I'm looking at possible snacks, I don't even register it. It's almost like it's blanked out.
Looks right past it. It's always been disappointing for me. And I don't know, there's just that weird and we had, I think, a type of barbecue chip on like the episode before last, or maybe it was the last episode, that was like spicier barbecue or something like that. It was like just a slightly different type of barbecue. Wasn't really impressed with that either. Also, we should properly introduce ourselves. I'm Super Taster 1, Evan. This is my co-host.
I'm Super Taster Prime, Gabe.
Yeah. Prime, is that right below like the highest class?
Oh, I don't know.
Is Prime on the...
I guess we'll leave it up to the viewers to look up the definition.
He's
of Prime.
I'm HBO Max. So let's get into these. What might be fun? We did this in the first episode. We try these, and then we do a swap. Yeah.
All right.
So I've got honey barbecue flavored.
And I'm going to be trying the sweet southern heat barbecue.
I can't wait to super taste these.
I will also be super tasting mine as well. So
I enjoy how pleasant the bag is. It's very like golden, like honey colored. I mean, it looked very inviting when I saw it on the shelves, even though I'm not a Lay's barbecue guy.
Both of these do actually look more like barbecue sauce, whereas the original barbecue is just black.
Straight. They're like, who cares?
They're like, what is it, tar? These smell great. The sweet southern heat.
These smell okay.
You want to smell mine?
Yeah. Wait. We'll like lock arms.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That smells like potato chips.
Smells pretty good. All right,
These have a more potent smell.
I'm going right in.
Going in? Okay, I'm going to do one more and I'm ready for a switch. I'm gonna try to find a flavor blasted one.
Okay. Let me clear my palate.
When you're tasting things,
Yeah.
do you like sometimes like breathe out your nose, like in the
Probably because I need to breathe when I'm chewing. Yeah. And I don't want anybody making fun of how small my cup of water is. All right.
Yeah, that's what they'll be making fun of. Not the fact that it's opaque from you never washing it, and the fact that it's a gigantic mason jar.
Oh, bro, I do. You don't have to wash your water cup every single day. Do
Nice,
you?
dude. You're on record.
Do you? Because I don't. Oh. My ancestors didn't, and they.
and you're here.
Yours are so much brighter than mine were, which is weird. Oh wow.
Oh. They're very, very, very different.
These two are very different
Yeah.
from each other. Yeah, it's weird. You wouldn't think that they're in the same category. These are so bright. Just bright orange. Okay. So starting with the honey barbecue, I like the extra sweetness a lot.
Me too.
Definitely like them over the original barbecue
Me too.
flavor.
The honey's very strong.
It is. Still a little bit of an aftertaste. And that's that aftertaste I don't like that. I don't know if it's like just an artificial whatever it is.
I'm sure there is an element to that, you know.
You're right about the honey being strong. It's not just sweetened. You can taste that it was sweetened with honey.
It tastes like honey, yeah.
Which is, yeah, they're pretty good. I think that if they didn't have that whack aftertaste, which is, again, like, it's kind of subtle. Maybe you non-super tasters wouldn't even notice it.
It's definitely the gum acacia. That's what we're tasting.
Yeah, it's the gum acacia. It's either the gum acacia or it's the, what's another funny one? What's a silly one? Maltodextrin? There wasn't a lot.
A lot to work with.
Yeah, anyways. But, yeah, I feel like if you like the original barbecue flavor, you could get down on those. I feel like you'd have a good time.
The first thing that I taste, at least, is you get the sweetness, the honey flavor, and then it gets become like a smoky barbecue sauce-esque.
Yeah.
These are way, way better than classic.
It's weird how
barbecue.
just one ingredient change can put it leagues ahead of the original.
These taste, compared to regular barbecue, these taste purposeful. These taste like they were going for something. The other one is just like, they're like, I don't know, just
Bland.
whatever barbecue.
Bad aftertaste. I like those. The aftertaste is not great, so you couldn't eat a lot of them, but maybe that's a good thing, because you don't really want to eat, like, a whole lot of chips in one sitting anyways, but, you know, I mean, I guess I can't hold it against it too much, just because I still like the salt and vinegar lays quite a bit, but
I love salt and vinegar
you
lays.
can't eat too many of those either, because that'll just
Well, that's just
wreck
like
your mouth.
That's a physical thing. Yeah, that's like, you know.
I tried to eat a spoonful of salt once, and it hurt my mouth. Why come? Why come that happened?
Why do that?
So what do you think about these guys?
I want to try one more now that I've had these, because when I first tried them, they tasted closer to original barbecue chips to me.
Yeah, they're very similar. There is that, like, kind of zesty, whatever they added that makes it southern. I mean, there's some peppers on the bag, like whatever that is, like a cayenne or something.
It is a more robust flavor, I would say, as opposed to the, like,
Robust
light
is a good word.
sweetness.
I would say even these are better than the original barbecue.
Yeah, having tasted them back to back, I do taste the differences. Those are definitely better than original barbecue. You do get the heat at the very end. Now, like,
A little bit, yeah.
it's nothing
Especially if
crazy
you keep eating
though.
'em.
Like, you know, I think that if like you don't have a high spice tolerance, you're not gonna, you know, don't be worried about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I like the honey ones more.
I definitely like
almost.
the honey ones more.
Right?
These are better than the original barbecue, but there's something. I feel like a little bit of sweetness from the honey, like because the sweetness works so well in those. I feel like
Right.
a little bit of sweetness in the sweet, because it's a sweet southern heat, right? Not getting a whole lot of the sweet.
No.
That's not coming through at all. Especially maybe just because we're eating the honey back to back, and that's
That
so
could
much
be.
sweeter. But I feel like if these were more sweet as advertised, This would probably be the perfect like blend of the two. But
Maybe we should try like a double, like eat one of each at the same time.
yeah,
No, I tried to get the bag and I crumpled the chip.
one for the mouse, one for us. Yeah, that's
Not
good.
a bad combo. Yeah, like you mix them
I
together.
like that. If you were to pour both of those into a bowl, you're like watching a movie, I feel like that'd be fun. Okay, these are not bad. They're not without flaws. Some spitting chip crumbs from my mouth. I am also not without flaws. But I feel like I wouldn't go for either of those over like an alt dressed or like
Right.
ketchup flavor
Even
if
just-
they were available.
Even just salt and vinegar. I mean,
Yeah.
I say even just salt and vinegar as if it's like a plain thing, but it really isn't. Like it's a very like strong flavor profile.
Yeah.
that, you know.
If I will say, if you're a fan of the original barbecue, these are just upgraded versions of that. My favorite is the honey. I think Gabe would agree. And
Yeah.
then the sweet Southern Heat barbecue, though, even is just like that should replace the original barbecue. There should just be no more
Either of
original
these.
barbecue,
Yeah.
and just sweet Southern Heat or honey barbecue. Just like that's the forever flavor now.
I agree.
Speaking of barbecue, let's see another brand's attempt at barbecue. We have the Siete Kettle Cooked Potato Chips Chipotle Barbecue.
Siete's a really cool brand. I first heard of them. It was they make hot sauces. And,
Really good
a
hot
buddy
sauces.
got me. He went to Texas and he brought back a bottle of their habanero hot sauce, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Super flavorful. Like it does have a good heat, but it's not too strong. But they branched out and they make all sorts of other stuff now, like chips. They make pre-made like cheese dip.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
salsas. And I think with these, it's not potatoes, if I'm correct. Oh, these ones potatoes?
It says potato
Okay,
chips.
These ones are potatoes.
That would be a very interesting lawsuit.
These ones must be potatoes, but I think they have other ones that are like cassava root instead of potato chips.
Well, it does say it's made with avocado oil, and they're vegan.
oh, that's cool.
So for all you vegans
is that like
out
a vegetable?
there, vegan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a vegetable. Let me give these a sniff. Here, why don't you get down with these? Chipotle barbecue, made with 100% avocado oil.
They smell oily, not necessarily in a bad way.
They're kind of tangy.
There is a tanginess to them.
It's like a lime or something.
They taste mostly like a fried potato. It's
Yeah, there's a lot of
very
potato.
subtle.
There's a lot of potato flavor coming out.
I get a little bit of lime, I feel like. Some kind of acid.
I already said lime, but yeah. It feels good to be validated.
I'm dumb, sorry.
I love kettle chips with the little bubbles. It's like bubble wrap for my mouth, dude.
You can tell that it's a very high quality chip.
Yeah.
I just feel like their seasoning needed to be like that's like it tastes like it's the bottom of the batch.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
get a
it's
little bit of Chipotle now,
not a whole lot of chipotle for
but
being
it's
chipotle
very
barbecue.
yeah. It's very
The-
very subtle.
The potatoes were treated very well. The potatoes taste good. The potato flavor is nice.
They were definitely
the
grass
little-
fed and free range.
Yeah, yeah. The little hint of lime is nice. I mean, they're vegan, they're gluten free, no GMOs. So if you're into that, but you know, Mexican style papitas. I don't know what papitas means.
Me neither.
But I feel like the only thing that's Mexican style about this is the little hint of lime. I wish that there was more
Yeah.
seasoning. They're a little underwhelming. I might even like both of those barbecue more than this. I mean, I like
definitely
the
like
chip.
those honey barbecue is the best barbecue chip
Yeah.
I've tried so far.
I like the chips more themselves, the kettle and the taste.
Really great texture. Really
There's
good
no
flavor.
weird aftertaste, so
No.
you know that they, you know.
You can tell they're using really good ingredients.
But I wish they would put that flavor dusting from either of those onto this guy.
Or just
'cause
double dust those bad boys, you know? Like
it's double dust them.
yeah, dude.
Come on.
We want more dust. I want to open up a bag of chips and I want there to be like, you know, like when you like pour a dry powder into a liquid
Yeah.
and you just see like the dust
Yeah.
come up. I want it
And
to
you're
make
not
me
supposed.
choke.
You're not supposed to breathe it. Or like using
but we
flour or something and it just floating in the air around you.
But we all do though.
Yeah.
Right?
Huh? Yeah.
I mean, you guys are all breathing that in, right? Otherwise, you're losing out. You know, like what's
when
that?
I
The angel
have
share?
when I have a panic attack, the only thing that calms me down is taking a bag of chips with the chip still in it, and I breathe into it like I'm huffing the chip dust, and I'm like,
Yeah,
it's like the scent therapy, you know, when you have the aromatherapy. That, yeah, these are would be good if you had like a bean dip or something to go with them. But
yeah, it'd be a good
on their
accompaniment.
own, I'm a little disappointed, but only because the hot sauces that I've had from them were so good and so flavorful.
Very flavorful,
Especially
very good.
any of the ones that they added like avocado in, they are so incredibly good. And these don't exactly live up to that standard.
No, they're not bad, but the brand, like I said, the brand is still good. Try out their products,
Yeah.
but those particular ones, and they make other chips as well. But we were on a barbecue kick. We're out here trying to find. Even if we don't like a certain genre, we'll still give it a shot. You know.
Speaking of Mexican food items, should we get into these loaded nacho Pringles?
Scorchin' wavy
They're
loaded nachos.
At what point do we take a break on the adjectives?
For real.
It's like, these are scorching, they're wavy, they're loaded. Yeah, that smells pretty good. It smells like kind of like fake cheese, like that queso a little bit.
Yeah. So what is that, like? A blend of peppers and cheese?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what's on the chip.
It does smell a lot like. Oh, I get it. I'm a triple chip guy. I'm a triple chipper.
They're very well dusted on the back.
They are.
Ooh, they smell even more up close.
They do smell like a loaded nacho. And they taste like queso.
Pretty much exclusively.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of spiciness, but weird that that's not accompanied by a pepper flavor. It's just a little bit of spicy on the tongue. But it's predominantly like a queso flavor.
Yeah.
And some of the Pringles potato flavors coming through, which usually isn't a good sign because it feels like the chip isn't seasoned enough to cover up that like initial
the base.
which is like, yeah, they're very cheesy. I don't know. Loaded nacho feels a little bit
Of a stretch.
misleading.
Like maybe just call it queso.
because I'm sure they come up with the flavors, right? And they're like, oh, I doubt they're like, I don't know how the process is, but I would assume they experiment with flavors first and then give a name to them. But maybe they set out to make a loaded nacho flavor and we're like,
You know, I don't want to know. It's
yeah,
one of those,
don't pull the
don't
curtain
ruin the
back.
magic. Yeah, don't pull up the curtain back.
Let Mr. Oz
Let the wizard
there.
do his stuff.
But this feels like this should be called like just a queso flavor.
Well, on their version of a loaded nacho, apparently, number one, when you look at this,
Yeah.
if anybody ever served me a plate of nachos like this, it would be so whack because
Insanely whack.
it's like there's a couple of dollops of cheese, just whole giant chunks of jalapenos, clusters of tomato, and then a single sprig of cilantro on a dollop of sour cream.
I barely even see the cheese on there.
Yeah, well, it's like
the queso cheese, but there's like like you're saying, just a couple dollops of it.
and
Those
it's
look terrible.
also the chip design is like there's a jalapeno touching it, there's cheese touching it, and the peppers are tasting it, and they're like lighting on fire as if it's like the surface of the sun, like just getting in close
another
proximity.
thing. They're scorching, right? But do they taste all that spicy to you? I mean, I get a tiny little bit of the heat. Maybe it depends on your spice tolerance, but
It definitely, you can tell that it is a spicy chip.
maybe
Comparatively.
I think it's maybe like a family-friendly spice, like normal people have this. Ooh,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, that's
you can
exciting.
give it to like your 8-year-old, and he's like, ooh. Better give him this than the bright blue.
The Takis?
the spiciest Pockies, yeah.
Yeah, they're not bad. I think that's not how I would describe a loaded nacho, personally. I think that if they called it queso, I would taste it like, yep, tastes exactly like queso. Boom, 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not crazy about them. I think it's one of my least favorite Pringles experiences.
Oh, dude, I feel like spicy sour cream and onion was more of a letdown than these.
Yeah, but still, I think it's up there. It's
I don't regret eating them. I don't know if I'd get them again.
All right. we gotta follow that with something good. What do you think? Should we save these? You think they're gonna be really good?
Why don't we do this first and then that?
All right, so these are Lay's lemon. They're lime flavor. I love the patent. This is very fresh, by the way. This packaging is classy.
It's very
as hell.
classy.
Lay's. I feel like I'm always just on my knees for Lay's.
Lay's and Doritos, man.
But you know they're hard hitters for a reason. You know they're really out there innovating the chip game. Yeah, it doesn't smell super limey.
Do you feel like lime is a good enough flavor to stand up on its own?
I would say normally no, but that's how I felt before I tried salt and vinegar chips. I was like, the only flavor is going to be salt and vinegar? That sounds awful. Do you remember? I remember the first time I put salt and vinegar chips in my mouth when I was a kid. I remember the very first experience I had with salt and vinegar chips because I was like, this sounds awful. And I tried it and I was like, this is a game changer.
Yeah.
My life changed.
I think
And I was like,
I think we were on a road trip when I tried them, so it was like a road snack. You know?
I was like, 15 years from now, I'm going to start a podcast where I only... And I was laying in my bed like, each night I lie awake and think of eating snacks and reviewing them.
The P.T. Barnum of snack
Yeah, it's my
reviews.
P.T. Barnum moment when I had salt and vinegar chips for the first time because they're so good. Oh, you're already munching in. Sorry.
I dug in. I messed up.
Whoa!
You gotta...
That's a lot of lime!
I was gonna say, you gotta... It is straight...
I got the Warheads guy
lime.
face.
Yeah.
It says citrusy on the back, and I just read it. It's the citrusy. Not the citrusy. And I spit out a little chip when I said that, so.
It's even bitter like a lime.
Like they just threw in the whole lime with the skin and all.
Yeah.
Oh!
I like them, but
That is citric acid, my friend.
there's gotta be something else. You gotta have something else to it, you know?
Yeah, it's gotta be lime and something else.
It's gotta be like even just spicy lime.
Imagine like going into your fridge and be like, I'm in the mood for for a little fruit, and you grab out and you peel a lime, and you're like, here we go.
I'm feeling a little snacky.
Because it's not like a grapefruit. Like you can't just eat a lime by itself. Yeah, these are overwhelming, but I mean, man, if you like lime, they're pretty much as advertised.
They are
They're
as advertised.
maybe just a tiny bit salty, or maybe it needs more salt. What do you
I think it could use more salt. There is some salt there, but I feel like a better idea would have been like essentially like the you know the spice blend that's like lime, salt, and chili.
Woo!
You know what I'm
Like
talking about.
tahini?
Tahini, yeah, that's what
Dude,
I'm trying to
imagine if they partnered with tahini.
think of. A tahini chip would be where it's at.
Dude, my ideas into your factory.
Yeah.
From my mind to your sales floor.
Speaking of tahini, normally a big ingredient.
Yeah, I can't eat a lot of those.
No,
I don't know if
I
I'm
think
crazy.
I'm good on them. Mexican street corn, you know, the red on here traditionally is tahini.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
The elote, is that what it's called?
Yeah, lotte. I wonder if it
Now-
has a little blurb on the back. It does not.
I was gonna say maybe we should save these for last, just because I think they're gonna be good.
Oh, we could.
And so often do we eat something at the end that is like underwhelming, and it feels like a lame way to end the episode. But at the same time, they could be ass. I feel like a lot of the times when we save something for last, we think it's gonna be good, and then it isn't. So, it's a gamble either way.
That's
we
true.
might as well just eat them now.
Like you said, I mean, like anything else in life, it could be ass.
Make sure you. What's that smell? Could be ass. You at a Magic the Gathering convention? Hey, could be somebody's ass. Did you cleanse your palate?
Huh? Oh. Why? You don't think that lime is a universal flavor that goes with everything?
It's so strong. Wow, look at those.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, those sound. Quit putting noises in my brain when I'm trying to do other senses. These smell really good.
I like the look of them.
Me too. I like the way they look and I like the way they smell.
I love how Cheetos. I don't know if maybe I'm just an absolute lame brain, but when I was a kid, I used to think they looked like K-Ben clubs. You know? And so every time I look at it, it's like bunga bunga. They do smell really good. Very corn forward. In a corn chip.
If anyone saw me make a weird face just now, it's not because of the flavor. It's because I accidentally pushed a Cheeto like in the back of my throat, and I was trying to get it out in a tactful way because I was 50% choking on a Cheeto.
These, in my opinion, are delicious, but they don't taste anything like elote.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of
They taste like
the corn.
Corn. It's corn. It's corn. You guys see that corn kid? It's corn. See that kid that was corning around on TikTok?
And now they're like, all right, time for your next commercial. Let's go. Say it. And he's like, it's corn.
You're a brand now, kid.
No, it's cute. It's cute. It's whatever. Yeah, I like these quite a bit. Yeah, it's weird because he's holding a big old lime on the front. And I'm not getting a whole lot of lime. I mean, not even a little bit of after lime from the last
think it's
chip.
just corn and cheese, really.
Well,
maybe there's like
is good, but also that is what a Cheeto is.
Yeah, and there's there's other components that I think are missing out. There needs to be a little bit more lime flavor, I think, maybe even more of a chili flavor.
Yeah.
It's more so just like very strong corn flavor. There is a cheesiness to it, and then it's a very savory note, which I guess would be like, I mean, at least when I last looked at elote, like part of the binder that you put on there is mayonnaise, which like is gonna have like a very savory flavor.
Probably dip these if you made what is that, like crema?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You could probably like dip these and be really good. Yeah, I like these quite a bit.
They're very, don't get me wrong, they're very, very tasty. They just, if I would have tasted that blindfolded, I would have been like, I don't know, like zesty corn
salsa. Yeah, I think corn salsa is probably a pretty close. Because it's like you taste the corn, obviously. There's maybe a little bit of like citric acid.
They have a
like
great
lime.
look to them, though. Like they look very inviting.
They're beautiful.
Oh,
see,
it really is cone.
Zoom in on your. It really is cone. Zoom in on your phone screen. There's just something. There's a tiny little bit of something.
It says
missing.
on the back there, tangy, spicy, cheesy.
Not super spicy.
No,
not cheesy
really super
enough.
Tangy. Yeah, because I mean the cheese that goes on there, cotija cheese is a very strong cheese. You know, like people even make comparisons to almost like a Parmesan or like a Romano flavor profile. So I'm gonna snack more of those.
I have so much paranoia now over the batteries dying because our batteries are so old at this point that it happens so often. If you constantly see me like, I'm always like watching the screen to make sure that our battery isn't dying, but it's just gonna come off as me like intimately staring into whoever's watching because I'm like looking right at the camera while I'm eating.
You're
like,
snacking with them.
Look at my eyes. What do they call it? There's like an exercise that people do to like build intimacy with their partner. Where it's just like they're just gazing into each other's eyes for like 10 minutes. They're just like...
That's something that I feel like sounds romantic, but would make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I don't even think it sounds romantic. I think it sounds stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a waste of time.
You're right.
I remember when I first started dating my girlfriend, I tried to break the ice a little bit. Well, we weren't even dating at this point. We were just hanging out. Right. And I wanted us to be dating. And so I was like, oh, here's this exercise that I learned in theater class. If you're like nervous with a partner and you stand really close to each other and like look into each other's eyes. And I was trying to do that same thing. I was like, ooh, build a little bit of intimacy. And it was so cringe that she just like laughed in my face and couldn't do it for more than like 20 seconds.
You're like, ha, it is really funny, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was totally joking,
what
dude.
Have I
She's like, are you hard? But yeah, I like these. I like these little caveman clubs, dude.
They're great. You know?
I want to be like, do like search through every bag of Cheetos to try to find one that looks like Jesus or something.
Right.
People will find one that's like, oh, look, this is like a dragon, and they'll sell it on eBay. I want to do that with like, because you know, like cashiers will go through so many quarters, they'll start looking for like rare coins.
Rare ones, yeah.
Because might as well. It's like we go through so many snacks, we might as well just start looking for rare Cheetos to sell on eBay. Sell that as our merch, just like stale Cheetos that we like.
Rare snacks.
Embalm and
you know,
resin.
You know what'd be funny? Because a lot of people, when they make elote, they finish it off with hot Cheetos. What if you made elote and then you sprinkle on the elote Cheetos? Make double elote.
I feel like I feel like the hot Cheeto flavor is something that I'm kind of missing from these. I feel like if they added, because they're spicy, tangy,
Yeah.
like add the hot Cheeto,
Get
mix
like
these
the
with
lime,
hot Cheeto,
the lime hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Mix those all together.
shake them up.
Yeah.
So many of these
snack fusions.
need to do fusion dances.
Yeah.
The sweet southern heat, the honey barbecue, these, and the flaming hot. But I like them. Yeah, I like them. I'm not disappointed with those.
Should we?
I bumped them like.
We've got a good amount of sweet stuff on this particular
Save
episode.
the sweet stuff for the dessert.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, but are we gonna get sweet out? You know, like should we do?
Oh, you want to
half
buffer
of them,
it?
and then do like some cheesy
No, yeah,
stuff?
let's do
and
that.
then
Let's do some savory and some sweet,
Yeah.
and just kind of like bounce back and forth. Let's save this guy for last. One of the last things. Why don't we jump over to these Cocoa Pebble crisps? These are a cereal chip, and this is the Cocoa Pebble. I couldn't get my hands on the Fruity Pebbles, which personally is my favorite.
Fruity Pebbles
cereal
are great.
But I'm very curious about these guys. Not what I expected them to smell like. Why don't you get down? It looks almost like a rice chip.
They smell.
I guess they do
stale?
use. They might be. I've had them for a while.
It is rice.
Yeah, I was gonna say they do make them.
The pebbles are rice.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Hopefully they're not stale. I have had them for a while. I've been sitting on these guys.
Okay, they smell a little bit more like chocolate the more I smell them.
Yeah.
It is the classic Cocoa Pebbles chocolate.
Yeah.
There's a very specific flavor profile. They could be stale, or it could also be the fact that it's like there's a lot more rice that you're getting when you eat it as a crisp like this.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say. Essentially, the first impression I got was it tastes like you're just eating like a little bit of like if you take a spoonful of dry cereal, it tastes like you're just eating dry Cocoa Pebbles. But then it's like not as sweet as that would be.
It tastes more like one of those pop chips, like the pop
Yeah,
rice chips, like the
but
pop brand.
I think that might be intentional. I don't think it's stale. I think they might have toned it down for the sake of the chip, like tone down the sweetness a little
Make
bit.
it more of a snack.
Yeah.
Rather than like
so,
a
and they
dessert.
that probably helped them cut down on the calories and stuff too, because if you're just eating like that's a lot of sugar. So like yeah, if you're one of those people that likes to eat like just raw cereal, and I know you're out there, you freaks. I know you're watching.
The gal from Get Out.
Yeah, like the girl from Get Out that's dipping her cereal in milk. Yeah, you could dip these in milk for sure. If you're one of the people that likes eating raw cereal, you would like these. I don't know if it's equivalent. I feel like you'd almost rather just eat it raw because it's like you get more of the sweetness and more of the actual flavor.
Yeah. They're okay. They're not bad.
Really good. Maybe they've like less carbs, less sugar for like kids. There's like cereal's kind of like for kids, even though maybe it shouldn't be because it's so sugary, but it's like not really supposed to be
But
for
at
adults.
the same time, like if you're gonna be eating that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, like you get it.
Well, I'm saying, like,
get
maybe-
it done when you're a kid.
Make it a little bit healthier, so if they're gonna like pack it into like kids' lunches and stuff, like they can bring these to school, and it's not gonna be like so much sugar. I mean, there's only 20 grams in here, which
It'd
is
be a good.
not insane.
I think it'd be a good school snack.
140 calories in this bag. Yeah. So yeah, pretty reasonable. I mean, I bet the Fruity Pebble ones are better.
I would think so too.
I like them. Yeah, I could. I mean, I got a couple more bags. I'll probably get down on them. Little snacky.
They're not bad. I don't love them, but
Well-
I got a sweet tooth. I think all my teeth are sweet teeth. You know, if you ask my cavities at least. But it's like
The dentist said, looks in there. He's not going to be saying sweet.
yeah, but
Sweet, more drilling.
that's that's a testament to how much I love sweets. You know, it's like I don't even like it. And I'm like, yeah, they're okay. Yeah, they're all right, I guess. Just shoveling them down. Yeah.
I also apologize for the amount of times I tried to make jokes right when they came into my head while I still had food in my mouth and I'm talking with my
Just
mouth
the
full.
spray and pray.
There's definitely going to be a little particles. There's going to be particle
Nice.
moments. So if someone wants to cut together like a tribute video of all the
Right,
particles coming out of our mouths.
Please do. Please do.
Into like a thirst trap, kind of like a...
Yeah, definitely a thirst trap. Definitely, people.
Yeah.
People are really big.
What is that
into
called?
people
There's
spitting
a
everything.
word for those videos, like fan edit videos, where it's like
Tribute videos, I guess. I don't
took
know.
it to like a Nicki Minaj song.
I guess we'll find out when somebody makes one of those. You want to?
All right.
You want to have another sweet thing, or you want to do a salty thing now?
Well,
We got these.
yeah, let's do one of those. A little bit sweeter.
I got these. I will say, I haven't heard anything about them. I just love s'mores.
Dog.
Bailey.
I'm gonna take off her collar. I'm setting her free.
She's got the
No.
like the genie at the end of Aladdin.
Just so she's not jingling around. Spoilers for Aladdin.
Yeah. No. So these are supposed to be the full s'more experience, but condensed into a snack. So it's a perfectly toasted marshmallow, chocolatey covered goodness.
Which, by the way, perfectly toasted marshmallow.
All the way across the board. That's a huge spectrum.
That is not the s'mores experience.
Well, yeah,
The s'mores experience is not you getting the marshmallow right the first time. It is you
That is true.
burning it and it falling off the stick,
Yeah.
or undercooking it and you're biting into a raw marshmallow.
Exactly. Crunchy graham cracker crust, graham cracker. It looks like it's essentially a toasted marshmallow, graham cracker on the bottom, whole
With
thing's
melted
dipped in
chocolate, which I'm down
Um,
with. I like how they spelled fire with a Y, kind of like the Fire Festival, which was a big hit.
That went well. Yeah. They did get a little melted in my car. That's why they're open, because I had to do an inspection. I have
They
not
look fine. They look
done
kind
a
of
pre-test.
like a Snickers bar. I'm wondering what this sort of like Oreo black color is that's on the top, because
Oh,
that's-
you must have got a burnt marshmallow.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's none of the things that you
got a
listed.
well done one.
Oh, it is. It literally is. It's the marshmallow. Well, it does taste a little bit burnt.
It does.
I would not call that perfectly toasted.
No.
Which is fine. That's most of the s'mores I eat. But s'mores really are best when they're fresh, not when you melt the marshmallow and then put it in a bag and ship it off to a store
And then
shelf.
let it sit in your car during a hot weather day.
Well, because then it just become a marshmallow again. Like, it's not melty anymore. It's a
Yeah, it's not-
marshmallow
Because if you
with a burnt coating. Like, you
if
can
you take
see
the time to
there's like black char.
it tastes charred. But if you do the whole rotisserie method on your marshmallow and you let it get golden brown stuff, it is like very, very gooey,
Let me see that package. Let me see if you can see into the char.
It is super burnt tasting. Which
Yeah.
I'm glad that you have like graham cracker and chocolate and stuff.
To cover it up.
They're not bad. I wouldn't get them again. They're very expensive too. I think this was like $6.
Yeah, so I wouldn't get them again. for
Yeah. Especially since they burnt them. Like they're like, yeah, we didn't even toast them. We just burnt it.
sure. Yeah. Perfectly toasted, eh, fellas?
Yeah. Perfectly toasted. If you're the kind of person that doesn't like to take the time to perfectly toast things. And
Oh,
just
you know
burn
what? The Toasted Marshmallow Company, that is the same company that did the Fire Festival. So that's why these are a disaster as well. Yeah. It's going to be a no from me, dog.
They look. I mean, it's the packaging that got me. The packaging looked warm and cozy. I like s'mores.
You started licking your lips.
I like s'mores things. Yeah, I'm like, ooh,
Yummy, yummy.
I want to be on that camping trip.
Let's get into these Cheez-Its. We've got a number of different kinds of Cheez-Its here that look pretty interesting. We've got Cheez-It Grooves, which are scorching hot cheddar. We've got Cheez-It Puffed, which are like puffy white cheddar Cheez-Its. And I also got a Cheez-It Popped Corn. So all of these we've never tried before. Why don't we start with the puffs? Start with this little
That's a
guy
good
here.
idea. Mild to wild.
Yeah, mild to wild. Yeah, they certainly are puffed and still Cheez-It sides.
We got to come out with our
There
own
you go.
brand of like snack wipes.
Snack wipes, yeah, for our fingies.
They smell good. They smell like white cheddar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Those are surprisingly very pleasant.
They are. They're nice.
I like puffed Cheetos.
Me too.
So, of course, I'm going to like the puffed Cheez-Its. And these have a better flavor than puffed Cheetos. Like, the white cheddar is really prevalent. It's very cheesy. And It's well dusted.
You know what this is? This is what Pirate's Booty wishes it was.
Dude, that's so true. If you had these back to back,
this is
what Pirate's
what you
Booty
want out
should
of Pirate's
be.
Booty.
You're right. This is better Pirate's Booty. You're right. We're saying it right now, dude. We're calling them out, dude. You're 100% right. I was like, I know I've had something.
It's a familiar flavor.
That was that came like 75% of the way there.
Yeah.
This goes
It's
the
100%.
whole mile.
Yeah. Those are very nice. Very strong cheese flavor. Strong cheese aftertaste.
The
So,
aftertaste is what
lingers.
sells it. Because there's like almost no aftertaste.
It's
of Pirate's
very
Booty.
savory.
So you just keep going. You're like, give me, you're chasing the dragon.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, they knocked it out of the park. I'm surprised I haven't heard more people talk about these. The puffed Cheez-Its. I wonder if they have because this is white cheddar. I wonder if they have a normal version as well.
Oh, I'm
These
sure
are
they
great. Really good mouthfeel.
Yeah.
I mean,
I almost feel like it's almost slightly nicer than a puff Cheeto in a way because they're smaller.
I definitely
it's-
like these more than a puff.
I
Cheeto.
mean, puff Cheeto, like the little rounds, like the asteroids or whatever.
Yeah, those are fun.
Whatever those were called, meteors or whatever. Those are nice too, but
Wow. I'm impressed. Let's see what else Cheez-It has to offer.
oh, we're going right to the spicy
They
one.
were, they were bold enough to jump into the puffed game. Let's see how they did with the Scorchin' game. A lot of snacks vie for the Scorchin' logo.
That's true.
As we demonstrated with the Pringles, not always the case. Scorchin' hot cheddar. Be interested to see how spicy they are. Here, why don't you open it? I just did my fucking spitty finger all over it. We really are animals out here.
What
in this
the-
podcast.
Look at those.
Yeah, that's not exactly. All right, I got to show a comparison.
That
to
is not what I was expecting.
This is the packaging, right?
It almost makes them look like
Kind
a
of dark.
cracker, maybe a slightly
A very
flatter
thick-
Cheez-It.
Yeah, like a very thick, dark baked cracker. And that's what they look like.
Yeah, what is that?
It's like a very.
Looks like
they're
a
very-
miniature saltine.
Very red, very thin.
It
mean,
doesn't
it
look like a
smells
Cheez-It
good.
at all. It looks like some kind of weird chip.
This is the most different.
It's a very stark contrast.
Yeah, from package to actual chip. It's very jarring.
Is it like weirdly sweet to you?
Not really. It's a little bit spicy, a little bit scorching, but I don't like it.
No, me neither.
I don't like that taste at all.
The texture's okay. The flavor profile's a little weird.
Yeah, these are whack. I'm getting no cheese, by the way.
Well, it tastes vaguely cheesy, but like a Monterey Jack cheesy, where it's like really, really mild.
Yeah.
Definitely not a cheddar.
But they're scorching hot cheddar, yeah. So it's like, yeah, these are whack, dude. This tastes like Triscuits. These look and taste like fucking Triscuits. Or wait, are Triscuits? Triscuits are like the wicker basket.
Yeah, yeah.
Snack.
Maybe Wheat Thins?
Wheat Thins. Wheat Thins. Yeah. Sorry. Amateur mistake. Yeah, these are slightly scorching hot Wheat Thins with no cheddar flavor.
They're okay. The puffs are, I mean, the puffs set a high bar, and these guys, it was a jump off of the deep end.
I wouldn't even say these are okay. I would say these are a waste of time. And I have spoken.
And he's the super tasty.
I can't wait till we get regarded in the same, like, Anthony Fantano's to music. Or even, like, running on empty food reviews. We get up there with snacks and everyone's like, okay, if they give it a bad score, tanking their stocks.
Yeah.
Woo!
We are,
Drake's going to be in his DMs. Cheez-Its is going to be in our DMs. I give you a 1, you bald idiots.
We are, I would say that we are self-proclaimed snack sommeliers.
Yeah, that's a good
And
word.
that did not pass the test.
No, that did not pass the test. And I'm going to clear my palate.
Those
Out of
taste
spite.
cheap,
Yeah.
They don't taste like a Cheez-It brand. They taste like
And
a
that's not
knockoff
even
brand of something.
And that wasn't even from the dollar store. That's not even a part of Evan's favorite segment, Evan's Dollar Store Scores.
Yeah, that was not a score from any store.
It's not a score. That was an L. Yeah. Oh, thank you for sticking around in my mouth, by the way, Cheez-Its. It's literally just clinging to the roof of my mouth for dear life like a parasite.
Every iteration
Terrible
of
snack.
Cheez-It will house itself in your molars.
That's in my wisdom teeth.
Yeah, exactly. It's artificial crowns, basically.
All right, let's get down on this. Maybe Cheez-It will redeem itself. What I expect was the puffed was up here. The ones we just had are at the bottom, and these will be somewhere in the middle. This is the Cheez-It popped corn, cheese light, cheesy light and popped.
I'm usually not a big fan of pre-packaged popcorn.
Same.
I think I've said that before,
Same.
but if I haven't, there it is.
They smell a little bit stale. They could be. I've had them for a while. I'll try to stay.
This episode, we were trying to clear out the snack vaults.
The vault.
Next episode,
back
we'll
stock.
have newer snacks.
The back stock of snacks. Yeah. They don't really taste stale. Those are cheesier than that one.
Those are very cheesy. This tastes like, you know how when you get that Christmas tin?
The holiday Christmas tin of
regular popcorn,
cheddar.
cheese popcorn, and caramel corn. This tastes like better cheese corn.
I was going to say,
It's
I
like-
hope he's going to say
it's
better because
ramped
these are,
up.
yeah. If you have even any sort of love for the holiday corn that he was talking about, like the cheese, the one that's plain cheese and caramel, and you like the cheese, you'll love these because this is the upgraded version. This feels like what they were going for.
I think that's why I like these is because it's nostalgic. You
Yeah.
know, because I had them, I was like, ooh, that's actually really nice.
It's the first time I've had a really high enjoyable experience with like cheddar popcorn.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's hard to beat plain popcorn. It's hard to beat the OG taste of popcorn.
If you're talking about corn that you popped yourself,
Yeah.
I agree. Or
I like
that
how-
was fresh popped.
I just want to point out that you said like I don't really like popcorn from a bag usually, and we have 4 more bags on this episode of prepackaged popcorn.
This is fancy popcorn.
Yeah, I appreciate this. Definitely better than the last ones. Maybe not quite as good as the puffed, but they're getting close.
The puffed is the better experience, but
If you
this
like
is-
cheddar popcorn, this might be the best
I would
option.
actually buy that again.
This might be the best option for you.
I would actually buy this.
Oh. You know what? I'm going to give those the seal of approval. Those are pretty good. Cheez-It, I went a little off the rails there, but you brought it back.
I don't know who the
so
the
cheesy.
department head for the grooves line is, but that guy's got to go.
You're out of here, Buster.
Because when the popped corn guy outdid you, dang, dude.
You know, it's funny because you look at some of these and they look so flavor blasted, and you're like, it couldn't be.
Yeah,
There's no way. And you eat it and you're like, wow.
you think it not be like it is, but it do.
It certainly do. Yeah, I could eat a lot more of this.
Those are absolutely cheesy weezy.
They are. Let's get into these. Now this is interesting. Shout out to our oldest brother Brandon, official producer of the podcast, by providing us with so many lovely snacks. He managed to get us all of the 4 flavors of the. Oh, literally, it is
Brandon.
Maddie and
Shout
Nate.
him out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very funny. Hello, Brandon. Yeah, please. We've been looking for him for years. He's been lost. Shout it from the rooftops.
Our long lost brother
Brandon,
communicated
come
us
home.
through sending us popcorn.
Yeah. So these are actually called fancy popcorn. Maddie and Maisie fancy popcorn. We have dark chocolatey caramel, barbecue bourbon, chocolatey churro, and birthday cake. So what order do you want to do these in? Do you want to kind of do like the bourbon first?
Let's
and
do
then
the bourbon first.
do the sweeter
There is a
ones?
little bit of a like a blurb on the back. Should we read that? Little message.
Let's see. For the lover of tangy barbecue, dark bourbon notes, and salty popcorn. mixed into a melange of sweet, smoky Nirvana.
Melange.
And if this popcorn were a band, it would blow the roof off the joint. But no one would notice because they'd be eating the band. Weird, but fair.
Okay.
They definitely didn't hire someone
Kind of quirky.
to write that. But that's okay because let's see how it tastes. And if we like it, then you guys can go ahead and send us a free tote of popcorn.
And then we'll write your blurbs. We'll write
It's
your
very
messages.
thick. It's looks nice. I mean, big pieces of corn. Not getting a whole lot in the scent department.
It smells like bourbon. I enjoy whiskey. I know that you have had it, but I don't know if you've had a lot of bourbon.
Oh,
It is a pretty particular smell. Now it smells like barbecue. Now
it's
that I've
got
kind of jumbled it around.
It's got like a really nice like a mesquite flavor.
Whoa!
Mesquite, is that the right word?
If I'm not mistaken, mesquite is a type of wood that is smoked.
Okay, so I am mistaken.
It's like when you have like an applewood smoked mesquite.
If
wood
you're
smoked.
not mistaken, then I am.
One of us is mistaken. It's that barbecue
Wow.
flavor tastes like a high quality barbecue sauce.
It's almost a very like the tanginess that she mentions, almost like very mildly sweet, like you're saying, like a
Yeah.
barbecue sauce. Like, yeah, they kind of killed it.
That tastes quality. That does.
It does taste fancy. Wow. This is very good.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
This might be the best thing we've eaten this episode, actually.
The corn is even like a good texture, you know?
Wow.
Like it's not like it's got some heft to it.
It's a very dynamic flavor because you taste. I don't know if you're tasting the whiskey. I don't know if I would really recognize it, but it is smoky. It's tangy. It's a little bit sweet,
It's
but not
everything
too
you
sweet.
want out of a barbecue sauce.
Maybe
The
just like a
smokiness, the
very
sweetness.
tiny bit spicy.
I was about to say maybe
Just a little bit.
just a
It
whisper.
is everything you want out of a barbecue sauce. Yeah,
Woo.
that's very good.
It gets better the more you eat too. Like this is dangerous. Oh man.
Yeah, I love that. I could eat that whole bag easy, GG easy. And you know, it's not that many calories. Whole bag is
We don't snack for the calories. Ever.
you're right. It's like 500, maybe a little bit less.
So we got couple of sweet ones.
Yeah, why don't we move on to this guy? This is birthday cake, which is not generally a flavor I enjoy.
Sorry, talented.
Not generally a flavor I enjoy in things that aren't birthday cake. Like I like birthday cake flavor if I'm eating a birthday cake, but not a huge fan of like birthday
No,
cake
I
ice
do
cream.
not like artificial birthday cake flavor anything.
Oh, it smells pretty good. It smells like as advertised. You can see like the actual frosting and like little bits of confetti. Oh, one for the dog. There you go. Will you look and see if that's poisonous for dogs? No, I'm just kidding. She already ate it. You won't be able to see. I love doing that though. I just love doing that like you can see. One day we'll have like a hand cam. Yeah, I like the confetti and the frosting. I mean, they're very visible. It's a little... Hey, folks at home, if you're under the age of 15, earmuffs, it's a little cummy.
Oh, whoa!
They have earmuffs! Oh, and if you're over the age of 45.
Oh, now I don't want to eat it,
Yes, you do.
but I do.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not a big birthday cake flavored stuff guy. But the sweetness with the obvious like saltiness of the popcorn, I would say works pretty well. It's very sweet, so I don't think...
It's better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
It's still not my favorite though.
Pretty much what you would expect. But since it is so sweet, I don't think you could just sit down and eat like a whole lot like you could with the barbecue. I mean, unless you're in the mood for something sweet.
Unless you need something sweet.
But yeah, it's good. I like it. Sorry, I'm trying not to talk with my mouth open anymore for all you guys to see and listen to.
Of all the birthday cake flavored things I've had, that's the best.
I think I could agree to that. I haven't tried a lot, but yeah,
Me neither,
the
because
ones
I
that
don't really like
do
it.
remember. Moving on to the dark chocolatey caramel. Wow, some of these are very stuck together. I don't know
Oh,
if
nice.
it like
That's one bite.
melted at some point. I'll try to put that away. Oh, it tastes like it does taste like it does smell like dark chocolate.
You're right. Which I love.
I'm not really seeing the caramel. Oh,
The
yeah,
caramel, I
there's
think,
a
are the
little bit
lighter
of-
ones.
A little bit of caramel, yeah.
That's more like it.
Yeah, the caramel makes it kind of like a fancier kettle corn. And with the chocolate, I mean caramel and
Well, caramel
chocolate,
corn.
obviously. Huh?
Caramel corn and kettle corn are two different things.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, they put caramel in kettle corn.
No, kettle corn
Surely.
is just sugared popcorn.
No.
Yeah.
Audience?
Okay.
Okay.
the gamut.
Well, that blew my mind. You're probably right. I mean, you probably know better than I would. I like that. I like it a lot
hard.
more. Huh?
Kind of
Yeah.
hard.
It's a caramel. You ever tried to chew a hard caramel? What, Wenthers or Werther's original?
Werther's original?
Yeah, these are good. I like them more than the birthday cake. But, and I'm hoping I saved the best for last. What I'm really looking forward to,
Chocolatey churro.
the chocolatey churro.
Ooh.
I am a sucker for like cinnamon churro flavored stuff. I'm gonna crack that bad boy open. I'm gonna clear my palate again. It's a lot of sugar in my tummy.
We're not done yet.
Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah. Oh, they smell very cinnamony.
Wow, yes they do. And they got the chocolate drizzle. I'm glad they didn't go overboard with the chocolate because like the dark chocolatey caramel were very chocolatey. This, not so much, which I'm glad because I want to let the churro flavor speak for itself.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm doing the cinnamon challenge. You kids won't remember that. You youngins.
The youngins that came back after that bit that edited earlier. Which
Oh,
you
I never
definitely
told
were
them.
not listening
I never
to.
told them they could take earmuffs off.
Yeah,
They're like, I can't read lips. I like them. They're very cinnamony. I almost feel like there's something else missing though. Like I think I might like the dark chocolatey caramel more.
Yeah. These are good though.
They're good. I feel like there needs to be
It's
more.
like a dry cinnamon flavor though. Like
Yeah.
instead of
There needs to be something to contest the cinnamon a little bit. Keep it in check.
yeah.
Because it's like, it's going a little crazy in my mouth.
I think maybe if it were a caramel churro, maybe it'd be better. Like a cinnamon caramel. But these are not bad. None of them are bad. It's all
No.
high quality.
I would say favorite to least would be barbecue, chocolate, churro, birthday cake.
Yeah, I
But
agree with that.
like you said, I enjoyed them all quite a bit. So
Yep.
thank you again to our producer, Brandon. Please come home to us. I wish
Wherever
we could
you
find
are.
him.
I guess you're trapped in the fancy popcorn factory, but
Yeah, he's sending us. He's
Yeah,
sending us
there was a message to
bread
decode here.
their popcorn crumb trail.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for dessert, and I'm in the mood for something sweet.
Oh,
so we
time
don't
for something sweet.
after just eating a bunch of sweet stuff. We don't often do candy because we don't often like eat candy. But we love Kit Kats. Big fan of different flavors of Kit Kats, and this is a limited edition blueberry muffin flavor.
Probably
And
not even out anymore.
We can maybe just open one since I just had so much sugar. I don't know if I
Yeah.
could eat this whole thing right now.
You're good.
Um,
Wait, are you saying that you want me to break you off a piece of this Kit Kat bar?
You're such a scumbag, dude. They're not gonna put you in the
Come
commercial.
on, Evan, give me a
They're not
break.
gonna put you in the commercial. Need a moment. Chewed up. Oh, we're blending genres. Yeah, these are They look like something that has blueberry in it.
They
Woo!
smell like...
You can smell them from over here. Woo!
Wow.
It's very blueberry. I'm gonna just get a little bit of water.
I'm out of water, so... Yeah, that's all.
I'm never out of water. Actually, this cup was it not full when we started?
I think it was. I'm just...
Dude,
I'm
pound
good on
water.
your water. Keep going, man.
My doctor would be concerned if he knew how much water I drank.
Is water bad for
He'd
you?
be like, save some for the ocean. All right, let's go right into it.
I like how you two took a bite like a fiend instead of breaking
yeah.
them and eating them single.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I gotta stop doing that.
Strong blueberry flavor.
Very strong blueberry flavor.
There is a cakiness to it that invokes that blueberry muffin experience.
Yeah, on the aftertaste a little bit.
Yeah.
Like a cake batter kind of taste.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta say, they nailed it, dude. Kit Kat rarely misses. I've had some crazy, the green tea Kit Kat, if you haven't had it, you can get it probably
tier.
pretty much any Asian market. They're insanely good. I also had like a sweet yam flavored Kit Kat once. It was really good. Honestly, I'm a huge Kit Kat guy. And these did not disappoint. Wow. Yeah. The blueberry, the little bit of muffin. Wow. Dude, I don't often eat candy, but if I'm in the mood for something sweet, and there's a Kit Kat nearby,
Kit Kats are great.
dude, keep it away, because that
Yeah.
thing will be freaking gone. Not even joking.
He would not be breaking off a piece of his Kit Kat bar for you.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's definitely worth further upsetting my stomach with more sugar.
I just love their balance of like chocolate to wafer cookie, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's such a nice texture. It's such a good flavor. The blueberry muffin is really nice. I mean, you got like blueberry, obviously. But
All the flavors work so
even
well.
just regular Kit Kats are really good. Shout out Kit Kat, dude.
Wonderful. Well, dessert's not over yet, because it's time for our favorite segment, Weird Food. Weird food trends. This one, not as weird. I expect we'll like it a lot more than some of the other stuff we've tried. A little bit more pleasant. Let's go get it prepared. All right, what do we have here? So I made us I believe it's called Fluffer Nutter sandwich, which neither of us have had. I think it might be a Canadian thing, maybe an East Coast thing.
I have no idea.
But it is basically jet puff, marshmallow fluff, and peanut butter. And they said you can also add potato chips on it. So we took some plain classic Lay's on one half and did potato chips. So we're going to try this now. Now, this is probably the least yucky, weird food that we've tried on Weird Food Trends. But, sometimes it's nice to try something that you think you will enjoy.
And we've had a lot of sweet stuff, you know? We're going along with the sweet motif.
Now, I didn't use white bread. Apparently, a lot of people actually use white bread. I don't like white bread. I didn't have white bread, so I didn't
White
buy
bread
it.
sucks. This is better than I thought it was going to be.
I feel like the peanut butter kind of overpowers the marshmallow.
But the marshmallow gives the peanut butter the extra sweetness that I think that you need, like when you
Like
make
in a PBJ. Mm-hmm. And it got really nice and melty on there, too.
You can finish that one. I'm good.
Yeah. I like it. I can see it. I mean, I've had all kinds of, peanut butter combos, peanut butter and Nutella,
Right.
peanut butter and honey, peanut butter and jelly, obviously.
Peanut butter banana.
Peanut butter banana. Now let's try it with the potato chips. I don't expect that'll be too bad either. Add a little bit of saltiness, bring out the sweet. You got the biggest crunch.
The chips, I feel like, negated that sweetness that I was talking about.
Maybe if I put a little bit more marshmallow on.
Not bad, though. The texture of the chips is nice.
I probably should have put more marshmallow. But I like it. I like sandwiches with chips. I'm a kind of a freak. Kind of a nasty little freak like that. Yeah. I think all you Canadians out there, rest assured, Fluffer Nutter gets our seal of approval. So send us snacks. We like your food. We like
us
it.
snacks.
Give us snack, please.
Snacks.
P.O. Box.
Snack time. Come on.
Hopefully by the next episode, we're in talks of opening a P.O. Box. So if you want to send us stuff, send us elephant shit, dog shit, just like a glitter bomb.
Yeah, poison.
Whatever.
Like, with that, like the skull and crossbones on it, just like
It comes up in a...
yeah.
Send us some snacks. We'll give you the deets once we have them. But thanks again for watching episode 6 of the
Thanks
Super
to our
Tasters
sponsors.
podcast. Thanks to our sponsor,
Our personal sponsor.
Brandon. We love you. Please come home. And thank you for the nation of Canada. Rest in peace, the Queen of England.
So funny to do this without the actual song playing.
All right. See you guys later.
Until next time.